At the beginning of the movie, few soldiers are shown. They've been defeated by the enemies in the war. So, they were hiding the royal gold of their kingdom in the sea after loading it into a ship, because they know that the enemies will also steal their gold. On the other hand, after some time, some thieves have been left in a giant ship to die. They don't have anything to eat or clean water to drink. The leader of the thieves was about to die. Meanwhile, a third ship comes, and a girl was its captain. She placed them in her ship after having sympathy for them. 3 months pass and a man asks them, "Who are you?" The captain girl replied that we're also thieves, but we only loot the ships of Japan. The man replied, "This the fault you've." During their conversation, they see a Japanese ship approaching them. After seeing it, everyone becomes happy. The leader of the thieves says, "I'll loot the ship. Because I'm a skilled swordsman." He wants to tell them that he can use the sword well. He goes into the ship and begins to fight with the Japanese. The captain girl also enters the ship and fights with them. After killing everyone, when one of their men checks the ship, he tells that this ship doesn't contain any precious luggage. Not any edible stuff, the woman queries after seeing this. "What you're doing without consuming anything." Later, a boy tells her that we'd come here in search of a treasure. But we've lost in the way, and for this reason, all of our meal has been wasted. Listening to the child's statement, they feel greedy. And they take the map of the treasure from them and have returned to their ship. The captain decides that they'll search for this treasure, and everyone becomes happy. With the help of the map, they reached a seashore. When the thieves' leader notices an ox running, he says that he will trap the animal and eat it. Because they've been hungry for many days, they don't have any food items. After saying this, he goes to kill the ox, where many other oxen were. After watching him, they begin to approach him. After being trapped within them, in the pursuit of running, he falls from the mountain. His companions believe that he died, but he was alive. He was hung up on a cliff of a mountain. He finds an elephant's tooth, and with its help, climbed up. After seeing this tooth, the captain girl claimed that the map of the treasure has been drawn on this tooth. She takes that from him and says, "I'm the captain now. Anyone who wants to come up with me in search of the treasure is welcome." Now, everyone was following the girl's instructions, because they have more faith in the girl than in their leader. All of the leader's group go with the girl by sitting with her in the boat. On the other side, he was left alone on the island there. On the other side, a general is seen who was telling his king about the treasure. He claims that he knows where the treasure is. The captain girl was holding up the ship to wait for the thieves' leader. He doesn't come, and a man arrives and informs her that the elephant's tooth has been stolen. It is impossible to find the treasure without the tooth. She returns to the island where she had left the leader. She finds him in a log house. She beats the leader badly. She asks about the tooth, and he says that he didn't do this. "Why would I steal the elephant's tooth? I have been hidden in your ship. You've been unaware of this." Later they learn that one of their companions, after stealing the tooth to sell it, has fled toward the city. We see their companion, the thief who's fled after stealing the tooth. The captain and the leader also arrive there and capture the thief, and they find the tooth. The story resumes where we see the general and the king talking about the treasure. The general informed everything and the king asks. He claims that the wife of the soldier who found the treasure has informed me about it. They leave in search of the treasure. On the other side, the captain's companion was attempting to read the writing on the tooth. The leader understands and tells them that they know where this place is, and then leave for the place that was in the middle of the sea. From their boat, they dive into the sea. They notice a large number of jellyfish there, and they see a path from the sea. From there, they enter a cave, but they discover nothing there. The leader tells the girl that you believe she is the captain of everyone. Now tell us about the path of the treasure. A companion of the captain rags and he beats the leader and tosses him. They notice a flag with a dragon drawn on it. A map was drawn on the dragon when they noticed the flag. Meanwhile, a blast hits the occurred by King's general who was in search of the treasure. The leader ties the silver box to his back with a rope, and leaps into the water where they found the cave's path. The captain girl was drowning when she saved him. A huge wheel arrives in the meanwhile and puts them in her mouth. They fall back into their ship as a result of her stomach explosion. They realize that this is the right map of the treasure. On the ship, they also want to take that flag. They've tied the man who has stolen the tooth before. They suspect their companion who'd stolen the tooth. But he tells them that he doesn't have that flag. However, I'm aware of the path of the map on the dragon's face on which the flag was made. He has been living with the pirates since childhood. And they can go there without a map. The man sets a condition that if you make me the captain of this ship, then I shall take you to that treasure. The captain girl replaces him as a captain in her place, and proceeds to prepare everyone's meal. The lunch she prepared was quite weird and everyone spits after. Only the leader praises it because he starts to like her. Later, they arrive at a place where lightning strikes and storms hit constantly. Later, as the light hits their ship, it becomes damaged badly. The king's general also takes his plane there on the opposing side. He has a lot of kites tied to his ship, yet it is not damaged. They see a top mountain on which the lightning hits. They understand that treasure is surely kept there. The leader goes to the mountain after leaving the girl there. On the other side, the man who was leading them was a captain. Everyone was disturbed by his useless orders and began beating him. Later, they discover gold in the penguin's mouth. He calls his companions but the penguin has gone from there. They become happy that they've found the treasure. On the other side, the leader has also reached the mountain. Now the king's general has also arrived there. They go to the place where the light was lightning, and many of the general's soldiers were killed. There was a place where the lightning wasn't striking. The general believes the treasure might be hidden there. His men begin to dig that place. They don't find anything except a box there. The dragon was drawn, and they see the thieves' leader there. The general's soldiers strike him with an arrow and he falls. But he has now stolen the dragon's mask from the general. He tells the general that if you need that mask, you'll have to fight with him. Half of the general's soldiers attack the captain's ship. To save her ship, the girl brings many of her companions. A fight starts between the general and the leader. During the fight, the mask falls into the water. On the other side, the man who was with the captain girl and has brought everyone there. He has tied a rope with a penguin's feet that has gold in its mouth. It goes into the water and the man follows it. He finds the dragon mask in the sea that has fallen into the water. He sees a cave in front of him as he holds that mask. He finds a ship filled with treasure as the man enters the cave. He comes to the captained girl after taking the ship, who was their leader. On the other side, the fight between the leader and the general was going on. With sharp lightning and his sword's attack, the leader killed the general. The leader approaches the captained girl who has become injured while saving her ship. They all have found the ship filled with treasure. While taking the treasure, they all were returning to their homes happily. Everyone was quite happy, and the captain and the leader began to like each other. The film ends with this happy ending.